Another day in the wonderful city of Naples, and it has a very historical importance. Beneath us, there's a whole nother world, literally.
I think that's one of the coolest things I've done.
Naples is one of the oldest continuously inhabited cities throughout the world, which is pretty amazing. So we were told that in Naples, every elevator you go into, you gotta pay. And so let's try it and decide, do you really have to pay? So 10 cents to service it. So you put the money right there. Interesting. All right, now we're gonna go find Claire and get that delicious coffee.
And maybe fiocco di neve.
Okay, okay, we do that.
The food day begins.
Again. Let's go. Hello. What do you want to get from here?
Fiocco di neve.
And what is that?
It is a pastry with like a ricotta sweet cream inside and powdered sugar.
Ooh,
So it means snowflake in Italian.
Ah. Grazie. Oh my God, it smells so freaking good. I can smell the chocolate hazelnut. Like the moment he walked in.
So we have come to Popella Pasticceria for the original fiocco di neve, the Napolitano sweets and pastries. There's like the trifecta, the sfogliatella, the pastiera, and the baba. And he wanted to do something different, so he played around with different doughs and flavors, and he created the fiocco di neve. And now bakeries all over the city are copying him to do it, but it started here. And it's pretty much a brioche dough with like a ricotta, fresh cream inside, powdered sugar on top. We also got the caffè alla nocciola. So is it? So it's pretty much espresso with a chocolate hazelnut spread mixed in, and it's just amazing.
Delicious. You know, I've had this in Chicago.
Really?
I just remember by the taste. It's so weird how our memories trigger by taste. Okay, so I almost didn't get this and I got something else. And then he points at this one and he said Napoli. And I figured he said specialty of Napoli. And so it's basically formaggio, prosciutto, and salami, and egg. So we think this is called the pastiera. Smells really good. I would have loved it if it was a different cheese. The cheese is very smelly. And I don't do smelly cheeses. I'm a bit of a picky eater. I want to say, I was watching them wrap it. So they wrapped this so interestingly. They kind of wrapped it like how you'd wrap resin.
It is a present. Yeah. Oh, you got sfogliatella too?
Of course I got sfogliatella.
Oh my God, I love you. And baba.
I believe this is probably kind of like Ferrero Rocher, right? Like it looks like caramelized hazelnuts made in like cannoli style. So we're gonna be chocolate hazelnut out after this.
Probably not.
It is delicious, and I don't understand how it tastes so caramelized, yet not super sweet. I love that. I will now try sfogliatelle, and it looks like it has a filling.
It does.
What does it have in there?
It's like a sweet ricotta.
So sfogliatelle is something that Olivia has been telling me about from the very first moment we started dating. So I'm super excited to try this. So if you can see, it's like layers upon layers. And then it has sweet ricotta in there. The crunch and the taste of the phyllo dough, because I think it's like phyllo dough, or at least it's very close to phyllo dough. It's delicious, and the filling is amazing. Again, same thing. It's like sweet, but not overwhelmingly sweet, which I like. So I could probably have this whole plate by myself.
I am going to go for the star of the show, fiocco di neve. It's so soft. I really love soft brioches like this. Let's see. Oh yeah. The right temperature too. If you love anything like with soft dough and fresh cream. Okay, so my turn to try it. Messy but delicious.
All right, we are back at the same place we were yesterday because it was so delicious, so many different options, and there were a couple more things we wanted to try. So, plus you can't say no to that chocolate hazelnut espresso shots. Like, that is amazing. We got, this is like a Neapolitan thing, and so you basically have like the pizza that you get from the bakery, and it's like a regular pizza, and then just covered with puff pastry. Like, can you get any more delicious than that? Really good. Beneath us, there's a whole nother world, literally. 2 million square feet to be exact. And to put that into perspective, because that amount, that size is actually really hard to grasp, it's about a little more than half of Central Park, or 3.5 times the size of Vatican City, which is pretty crazy. So it is huge, and it's actually 40 meters beneath us, so we're about to go visit that. And it has played an important role throughout the centuries for the city of Naples. It started as Napoli, which means new city. There were tunnels that were dug by the Greeks, the ancient Greeks that were in the area about 5,000 years ago. And it was done for mining purposes, along other purposes that are not so clear. Then the Roman Empire took rule of this area, and it went on to provide water to the whole city of Naples and the surroundings for about 23 centuries, which is pretty cool. We're not going to be able to explore the whole city underneath, as it's actually still being discovered. A lot of it is still buried underneath. They told us it actually takes a really, really long time to clean it up, so there's only a certain area the tourists are allowed to go and see. And also in more modern times, during World War II, it acted as a shelter because Naples was one of the most bombed cities in all of Europe. So about 8,000 people took refuge down there. We're super excited. It's such a unique thing to do. And to just like think that there's such a big area just like underneath us, so deep underground, that is like, so with that being said, let's go explore and then have some more good food. Whoa. We must have just gone down at least 10 flights of stairs. It's so hot and humid. Wow. Oh, it's warm.
I know, I'm really warm.
Look good.
Our guides were showing us that there's a lot of graffiti down here because 8,000 people spend a lot of time down here. So basically our guide is telling us that if we're claustrophobic,
There's another route.
there's another route because this is going to be very, very narrow and for 10 meters only. So I think you can do it. I think I can do it.
Maria, are you coming?
Yeah, I'm coming. Wow, it's really tiring with the backpack.
It's like, did we come back through or did we?
It is so tight, but this is so fun. I'm loving this.
Did you like it?
Yes.
Very well, because after there is another one. Because after the war, people took away all material.
So if after the war your house was destroyed, you'd come down here because it was more viable housing. And so people brought beds. So during World War II, like, I didn't even think about the lights. So like these things that we're seeing, they're like voltage that would run through.
Yeah.
But during the bombings, it would just be a complete blackout. This time I'm gonna count the number of flights that were going up. We just came out so suddenly. It was so cool. So this behind me right here was one of the original wells that would go down. Obviously it's closed right now, like a lot of them are, but this would go all the way down. That was so freaking cool.
I think that's one of the coolest things I've done.
So we were 40 meters deep. We went down 7 flights of stairs, and as we were going down, it just started getting hotter and more humid, which would make sense.
The city air has never felt so fresh. But something that really surprised me was I was really nervous to go down through the tunnels and being that far underground, although it was a little like, for me it was more about the fresh air than the space. But it was kind of relaxed. It was kind of peaceful.
It would be really nice if we were not with a group to actually just like take your time down there. Something so peaceful about it. But I guess, you know, when it was used for World War II,
it's a different kind of experience.
Not really peaceful.
If you would have showed me pictures of how like tight that would be, I probably wouldn't have done it.
So one alternative route to the claustrophobic ones, but this girl did it. I'm very proud. It was really, really tight. There was like a moment where I don't know if you can actually see, where we'd have to hold
and walk sideways.
I'd have to hold this like this and just kind of go like that, which was, and even that felt a little tight.
A few of them are a lot more doable, but there's one where a lot of people actually went the other way.
Yeah, but it's super cool. And
10 out of 10.
And to think that that starts all the way from ancient Greece. The only thing that I'd say about the tour, which was great, it was like a really good price, €10 per person for like an hour tour, guided tour, so that's really cheap. But because it was so echoey and the heavy Italian accent, for me, was really hard to understand most of the things. I probably understood 2 out of the 10 words he said. So I was able to catch certain things, but I wish I could understand everything because he gave a lot of good information. He was so animated. So if you do this tour in Italian, it's probably like fantastic.
Yeah, highly recommended.
Highly recommended, 10 out of 10. And this is the Sotterranean Napoli. Yeah, so now, guess what we're gonna do?
I think we deserve a drink after that and a aperitivo.
So we're gonna go for an aperitivo because they're so cheap and why not? And then we're going to go eat more food because that's what you're supposed to do in Napoli. It's a very local place, and it's been around since 1901, so we know we're gonna be eating really well tonight.
So I thought that these would have like tomato sauce on top, but it's like tomato, rocket, garlic, and it's pretty much fried doughs. And I think they like translate to little angels, right? So we kind of got a mixed variety of things to try. The fried pastas, the arancini, which Maria's been wanting to have, and the potato croquettes.
Oh yeah, look at the yumminess.
Oh yeah.
Oh my god, that was also so amazing. It's like the beauty of mashed potatoes with cheese and creaminess and ham and just like fried. It's so freaking good. This place is amazing.
I ordered the pizza al pesto, so it's a really generous amount of pesto.
Hold on, Claire just had a first bite of her thing.
So it's a very generous amount of pesto, sliced tomatoes, which look amazing, basil, and what I like is that on a lot of their pizzas they do provolone, so it's provolone cheese, which is one of my favorites. Very good.
So I'm trying Claire's pizza, which is potato, like almost like baked potato. It looks so good. Sausage and provolone cheese, right? And oil and some herbs that I see on the potato. All right. That's very good. So I got peppers, mushroom, red sauce, and mozzarella. It's a little too watery from the cheese, so it's like actually like almost dripping. So it's really good other than that. It's just I don't like how watery it is. That was an amazing meal, especially the appetizers at the beginning. I've had similar things like that, but never at an Italian restaurant like that. Muy bene. Tutti bene.
Tutto bene.
Tutto bene.
So basically we spent our day underground and eating fried things, and it was a wonderful day.
I'm ready to eat again tomorrow.